welcome to Schulte Sweeties YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm a mom of 3 girls, ages 11, 8, and 5. Today I am just going to give a review of our family subjects from this year and any electives that we had. I went back and checked my video from last year of what we were going to do for family subjects, and I guess I had high hopes because things did not get done the way I had planned. So the first thing, one of them is French. I had planned on using Charlotte Mason Simple Languages for French. We did about 1 unit and I just didn't think, I guess I just didn't know, I didn't feel like I knew what we should do, if we should continue on and how much they should grasp from it. And so we are not necessarily Charlotte Mason family, so it was hard for me to get the understanding of that French unit. So I do think it's a good one, but we just decided to drop that. What I didn't think I would go back to was homeschool languages as well, but what we did was we went back to, they have some unit studies, and one was games, and we loved that one. We did learn some from their family, and I have a few other units that we didn't get to, but it was not as fun as the game unit. So we did really love the game unit from Homeschool Languages to learn some French with that. Then the next one would be history. So I had planned to use Story of the World and History Quest. I can't remember if I started out with History Quest last year or not, but what happened was I started with History Quest with all of my kids, but it was a little too much reading for all of them, so I moved that to just doing that with my oldest, and we did continue Story of the World some. My daughters also used 180 days of social studies, so they got some history from there. I was also looking for some other history, and toward the end of the year I did do Evan Moore history pockets with Native Americans with my 2 younger girls. They didn't love that so much. I think if it had just talked about different Native Americans, it goes through different groups of Native Americans, and it got to be a little bit boring, I think, for her, especially my middle one was like, I don't really love this. She thought she would. I think maybe if it had gone a little more in depth instead of just some facts about it. Then for science, so we had already planned on using chemistry again, because we tried to do chemistry last year some, and it wasn't working greatest. And so I had already kind of planned to use this, and I saw that Guest Hollow, which is a company that we love, had actions and reactions and used this as a spine. So I was like, well, this works. So I think we started out strong with this. The biggest thing was this spine, and it might just be the text, the subject with chemistry, and it goes over my head, but it was so hard for us to get through the reading, especially, I decided since technically this should be for I think 1st through 6th grade, I was like, well, we can include all of my kids together, and it was just really hard for them to understand the reading and then want to listen to the reading. And so I think that was my hardest part. The next part that was hard was that if there was a try this, an experiment, and we didn't get to the experiment, whether I didn't have the materials or we didn't have enough time, then your next part of reading would a lot of times refer to the experiment. And so it was they would question why we didn't get to it and things. So that was our complaint was about the spine. But one of the things that we loved about actions and reactions was that they had all the extras. They had videos, extra books, and hands-on experiments and things that they had that you could do. So we did enjoy those a lot. We loved that Guest Hollow had those extra things. We did not finish this partly because we went on vacation in February and I lost the book. It ended up being underneath my bed, but I looked there and we lost it for a few weeks, probably about 5 or 6 weeks. And we kind of like dipped our toes into some other science. We learned about sound, and we learned about, we did forensic science with Harper and Sprout. So I will give more detailed information about the Harper and Sprout unit. I did like the Harper and Sprout unit, but that was a little bit, it was too much printing for us. And then also the Harper and Sprout, like we didn't get to all of it. And I think part of it is me, like longer unit studies. I know it's hard for us to get to all of it. We get busy and things. And then also it was right at the end of our school year. So we, if we could go do something fun, then we did something fun instead of doing school. So all of that, but that wasn't, it was a good unit study, except we did need to add extra books in for the Harper and Sprout forensic science. So what I have done, I still wanted my girls to get the information from here. And so a week or two ago, I went ahead and looked through this book and got the key concepts and found videos. Of course, some of Actions and Reactions already had some of the videos listed, like some of the same videos that I found for kids. And so what I'm going to do is not actually read, but have them watch a video or two and get the understanding of the concept. And then we still might try some of their the experiments in here. Probably not all of them. And then we'll do the extra activities that Guest Hollow has suggested in their Actions and Reactions. And so I do want to finish out that. And so we are going to work on that some this summer and get through that. I had also said we might do Sassafras Science, like a book, just the reading of it, and we did not get to that. I just figured, I knew my younger ones, that's who I was going to focus with, and I didn't think that they would understand it all at that point. I also said we might do some health with like this book that I've had forever and another health book that I got. We did not get to this, but I have had this for years and years. We are really going to focus on human body next year, so I thought I may as well just hold off, and they have a section that's going to be health, and so we're just going to kind of hold off on that. We also did Guest Hollow Junior Geography. This is the front page of their old version of Junior Geography. They also have a high school version of like Geography and Cultures, I think it is. And they have just redone their Junior Geography to make it similar and like more on schedule with their high school one. We started with this, the old version, and so they have made it available, the old version available to us that have already been using that. So I think what my plan is, we did a lot of it this year, like probably at least half of it, and then we're going to probably work on half of that this next year, so the rest of it. So we will likely finish it out. One of the things that I loved that we did with that was that about 45 minutes away from us or so is this like really big grocery store that they enjoy going to. It's like lots of fun, and it's kind of a world market and has just everything. And so I took them there, and they have different sections for different countries, and I had already planned out what countries we were going to get to, and they got to pick out a little name of their country, and they could go find a snack. That is kind of better for us because they don't really like to try new things with like cooking. Like I would try that, but so we just decided to do like different snacks, and so they usually all try them. Like sometimes they're drinks, chocolates, or chips or something like that. So that was kind of fun. That we did that, and we just watch videos and do some of the activities. Usually do a lap book with the Junior Geography, and I realized that my middle really likes lap books, so it was kind of a fun thing. As far as art goes, I had said It's funny when you do a review and like how much you did not do. Some of these things just get dropped almost right away. So we were gonna do like this Teach Art to Children, How to Teach Art to Children, Evan Moore book, or I also got Blossom and Roots, 9 Profiles in Art, and it was I think it was from level 4. We have those still, and we did not. We got to like 1 or 2 lessons of the 9 profiles. I don't know if we got to any of these, but we didn't skimp on art as well. My girls love to craft. We did art projects with like rabbit trails through literature, and we've done, my oldest is constantly drawing and trying to make her skills better. They've done Art Hub. They have done, like, my oldest does an art club with some friends. And so I kind of feel like sometimes I try too hard to make it into a class or something. And like, we don't have to do that. Like, they can do art whenever, and like sometimes making it too focused is not good for our family. So, and that's kind of like, okay, so then we move on to music, and my 2 older ones have been doing piano lessons the entire year and have been going great. We got Woven Melodies, and we did 1 or 2 lessons. My plan had been to do it on Tuesdays. That's the day that they have piano lessons, and I thought that would be a good day to do that. But then it ended up my youngest goes to story time with my mom, and so then that was like a hard time to like not include her because she always wanted to be included. So I have to work with our schedule a little bit more and try to figure out how we can work it all in, and not Tuesdays was always like after piano lessons, we didn't do much, and then I feel like it was kind of a waste of a day. And so I'm going to try harder to get that planned out better. And then Bible. I had said we were going to do different things from Daily Grace and Co. This is one of the things, like Old Testament books of the Bible, and these are cards. And I had a Bible study that I got from them that I was thinking of doing, and we also still like have some Grapevine Studies Bible. I don't think we went back to the Esther Grapevine Studies or picked any of these Daily Grace and Co. things out. What we have done, and it's worked really well for us, we didn't really have like a set Bible curriculum. We every morning read a devotional, usually from like the Indescribable series. I think we're on the 3rd book now. I can't even remember what the name of it is, but we would go through those every day. And so I think we finished the first 2 even this year. Maybe we started 1 last year. So we have gone through those. We read the Jesus Storybook Bible, especially at Easter time. So we have done like different things like that. And then we have just worked on our morning menus. I have some videos linked down below, and I have like different flip throughs of different months of our morning menus, and we have really enjoyed that. And one thing that we did with that was this year, I put in the books of the Bible. My oldest wanted to learn those for her youth group to, like, I guess they earned a prize. And so she worked on those super hard. Well, all 3 of them did. And she got her prize for youth, but like that was just in our morning menus, and we just do morning menus 1 day a week on Mondays usually. And so it's been fun that like we didn't like have to like set a certain time aside every day or once a week. We already had it with our morning menus. We do usually a hymn and like a Bible verse and a few other things, but like that, and we do a prayer time. Sometimes I do like a math fun thing or a map or some extra work in there. So we have really enjoyed it this year, and I think that's going to continue next year. We are going to try to do a Bible curriculum this next year. I will tell you more about it in future videos, but I'm excited about that. That's from Grapevine Studies. It's a new release. But that is pretty much what worked and didn't work for our family subjects this last year. I'm looking forward to this next year, and hopefully like the changes that we've made will help us be more motivated to complete different things. I'm not sure if like our human body, through Guest Hollow, that unit, it's should last a year. We might prolong that and like make it into 2 years. We'll see. I think we're gonna do some other science as well, so we can have more of a well-rounded science. So I'm excited to hear how your year went for your family subjects. So don't forget to comment down below and like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.